never been in touch with my children so much as with this program. Every day I'm evaluating them. Every day I'm seeing how their spelling is. Every day they get a spelling test, and every day I check it. So every day, which may seem like a lot of work to some teachers, but you know, you don't have to do it every day. I mean, I guess you can do it the next day. You can check it the next. I just choose to return them the same test every day to give them that positive reinforcement. And I also, I mean, I've never felt them so close to me, you know. I never knew exactly where they were, but with this program, I'm monitoring them. At the end of every step, there's a test, a vocabulary test, a listening test, and then also a comprehension, a written comprehension, I mean, substantial 7-page test that every child is taking, and every child is monitored, and every child is tested, and every child goes, you know, and I see how every child is doing. Never before. With your old reading program, when do you test a child? At the end of the year. You're not testing them constantly. You're not seeing where they're at. You're not seeing their weaknesses, and you're not seeing if they're grasping. So that's what I love. I love that. And I would say to any teacher, you know, you want to know what they're doing. You don't want to be in shock at the end of the year when you give them that test, that reading test. You want to be confident that they can take a test and that they're reading and that they're comprehending. If there's any teachers out there that if you ever wanted something, get it. You can do it. Your parents will support you. I'm hoping that whoever hears this and whoever sees this, that they too will be encouraged and inspired, and that they will take a chance to stand out on a limb.
And I feel that this program, being in the classes, will really help the children advance. So I would, again, definitely recommend that it be placed in much more of the classes.
The other day my son had a spelling word, and I think it was nation. So he said, I can spell it. I was shocked because I think he had just learned shun, T-I-O-N, with that program, and so he was able to spell nation.
I am very, very impressed. I never thought that it would get to this point. I never thought, because last year my daughter was not able to sound out words, and I just did not think that a program could make her progress as quickly and it's not just a short-term thing. It works not only with the words that she's used to in the songs, but new words that she hasn't seen yet. And I would tell any parent, this program has proven to me that I was wrong and that yes, it does work.
La diferencia del año pasado a este año es que el año pasado él prácticamente no leía casi. Este año él lee, escribe y entiende bastante, mucho más que el año pasado.
At this point, being in the 2nd grade, even requests to have me buy newspapers for him, in which he finds very, very interesting, comparing to the news that he would see on the television.
Yeah, it's good. Because when I compare last year, from this year is much, much, much better. Much, much better.
He loves it. I love it too. I really love this program. I don't know what else to say. I love it. I really do.
We've heard from the teacher, the principal, and the parents. Now let's hear from those most influenced by the program, the students.
Sing, spell, read, and write is fun. It's special, and I love it because you learn how to read. It's best. It's excellent.
Do you like this program better than recess?
Yeah.
Oh.
Sing, spell, read, and write is really terrific.
Not only does Sing, Spell, Read, and Write work in New York City, but is working all across the U.S. We close by listening to some of the 487 kindergarten and 1st grade teachers who are using this program in Memphis, Tennessee.
In the special class that I teach, I have one student in particular, and he could not read at all when he first came. I've had him for 3 years now. And when he first came into the classroom, he did not even know alphabet letters. When I started using a new method with him, he learned the alphabet letters in a month, which was good for a special child. And on into the second month, I received a phone call from his mother. And she wanted to know, did I know that he could read?
The program is unique in that every child learns how to read. There are no non-readers in the program. As the program goes from one step to the other, you can just see the children catching on. I teach first grade, and our workbook is called Raceway. So it gets to be a race, an actual race, where the children try to compete with each other to see who can get to the next step faster. And it's unique and also that we use music, and children love to use music. They learn easier too with the music. And most of the songs have rhyming words in them, which make these little catchy songs easy to remember. He or she can read almost anything. And I'm very pleased with my class when they finish this program.
It's very exciting, an excellent program, and it's based on phonics. And one of the steps in the program is the use of the Ferris wheel. And it's actually a wall chart of a Ferris wheel. And what the children do with the Ferris wheel is to blend consonant and vowel sounds together to make the beginnings of words. It's very exciting. This past year especially was the best year ever. And I do teach in an inner city school, so I have, children from that socioeconomic background. But this year, for some reason, they were just all so excited about coming to school. I am a kindergarten teacher, so this is their first formal years of school, and they were so excited. One little girl, after she had learned to decode some words on her way home, she just went right across the hall to the teacher and said, "Guess what? I can read." And she wouldn't go home until she had read something for her teacher. On another occasion, I had a little girl who went home. She burst into the house and she said, "Mom, I can read." Her grandmother reported to me the next day that they spent the rest of the afternoon and night making telephone calls all over the country so her relatives could hear her read. I thought that was very exciting. The program that I'm now using is very different from how I've taught in the past. In the past, I've usually only taught the children the consonant letter sounds, nothing more, and that was very difficult to do. I mean, very difficult to do. And it wasn't really correlated with anything else. It was just something isolated that was required for me to do. But with this program that I'm using now, it's so very correlated. We have correlation in speaking and listening, in spelling, in reading, and even beginning writing. Most of my children go to first grade being very fluent readers. It's amazing that the first grade teachers are just happy to see them coming. The thing that I like most, it is so non-threatening. I love that. It's a positive experience for both the teacher and the children. They are just happy when we say, "It's reading time." They jump to it, always. And I love that. You don't have to be stressed out. The children don't have to be stressed out. Everything is so positive.